Annville and friends. Hello, everyone. It's Ann with Andale Homestead.
Good evening, everyone. It is Casey over at Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead.
Hey, it's Monica from Bland's Promised Land Ranch.
And this is Sandy with Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. Welcome.
We are so excited, y'all, for tonight's episode. We've been having so much fun these past 2 weeks with this new kind of format of the podcast, the live, picker of what we're going to talk about. But before we get into everything, Miss Ann, will you do the honors of saying hello to all of our friends? I'm trying to scroll back up top.
What? Yes, I love the LDA security. I do. We're so glad to have you here, and always makes us feel better and feel back. Hello, darling. Rebecca, touched by yarn, my cutie patootie that I adore. Cynthia Delot, all the way from the Netherlands. So glad to see you, Cynthia. And lazy days ahead, Jesse saying, hello, everybody. I do, baby. I do. I'm glad you're here. And Penny Ortiz, hey, she says, good evening, Monica. So, and she says, hello, my beautiful, talented gardener. And hey, Casey, she's saying hey to each of us. Hey, Penny, we're so glad you're here, honey. And Nan Snyder, 7770 says hello. And then we have Joe fix it for you because he can fix all our things that are wrong. Hey, Joey. Troy Sutton. They're your wonderful folks that mean so much to me and have influenced my life. You have done the same for us, Troy. You absolutely have. Thank you. Thank you for being here, honey. Tamra, the big winner, Tamra. She's saying hi, too. She's a lucky soul, that girl is. Ms. Dallas. Good evening, Ms. Dallas. We're glad you're here, honey. Thank you. And then, not for nothing, Homestead, our Ginger. She says, hey, y'all. Hey. U.S. Freedom 5. Welcome in. Jeannie. Oh, I do. Everybody be blessed. She's from Florida. And we're so glad to have you, Jeannie. Thank you. Brian from the Vineyard Farmhouse. Good evening. Hey, darling. How you doing, Mr. Brian? James Hall, y'all, the Shade Tree Cook. We're glad to see you, James. I'm seeing you all over the place. It's wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. Of all the places in all the world, and you decide to spend a little time with us, it's quite the compliment. Thank you.
It is. And to stick with us for a longer episode than we're normally.
Yeah.
We were just talking last week of how truly blessed we are that y'all come in and spend an hour with us. An hour. You can listen to us talk for an hour. We appreciate y'all for that. No?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Eric's usually dipping out on me after 30 minutes. He's like, all right, I got to go. Gotta go do something.
I dip out on myself in like 10 minutes. So I'm usually like, oh, okay, toning out.
I don't have a family member in my whole family that'll listen to me more than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Hey, Ball Case Farms. How you doing, Sugar? I'm missing your Wednesday night Bible studies. I can tell you that.
Now, one of the things that we are going to start talking about more is things that we're loving. Because one great thing, Auntie Jan, hello.
Hey,
I don't do it as good as Ann, but I'll say hi.
Ann.
We always either try or sent or we purchase ourselves fun little tools that we just get so excited that we have to share with you. And Sandy has one that I actually, when I heard it before we went live, I was like, all right, let me pull up the Amazon here and get the cart ready. So, Sandy, what are you loving right now?
I have to tell you, one of the best things I ever purchased for my kitchen and on my homestead is a steam juicer.
Ooh.
And it literally will take the juices out of even vegetables, but I use it mostly for fruit. The reason I first got it is because I always make chokecherry jelly, chokecherry juice, chokecherry syrup. Well, if you've ever picked choke cherries, you're using this little masher, and it's just like so much work. And I bought that steam juicer. You throw them all in there, it steams all of the goodness out, and I didn't have to do any work.
Oh,
So I have used it on so many fruits. Like I do it on apples sometimes to make a juice, to make jelly. And then you got all that pulp that I can send through the food mill because I don't even take the skins or the seeds off of it. And I can
oh,
make apple butter.
So
ooh.
wait,
It is like
is it like a juicer?
no, it's called a steam juicer. So you have your top
Yeah,
section. That's
yeah.
where all the fruit's gonna go in, right? And then your next section, that's where it holds water. No, no, sorry, I take that back. That's where the juice is getting collected. And there's a
Got it.
hose that comes out of that. The bottom section is where you have the water. And it has this kind of cone shape, has little holes in it. So that sends steam up into your fruit.
Ooh.
And then because of there's like these little holes on the bottom where the fruit is,
Yeah,
like a mesh like kind of thing,
yeah.
all of that juice is going down in that middle section. And pretty soon you see all this goodness, all this juice coming out.
Is that it, Sandy?
Well, mine's a little bit different, but it's basically the same idea.
But it's not for the counter, it's for your stovetop.
Oh no. Well,
Yeah.
yes, they are electric ones, but mine is a stovetop.
Okay. But it's not like
And
it's not like a juicer where you like put the vegetables in and you push it down and
no,
then the pulp comes out one side. Because I wanted one of those, and Eric was like, that sounds boring. But now I like what you've got going on because I feel like that might be really awesome.
it's
And I
so
may look
easy.
crazy. All y'all got to do is scan, like I did very blatantly on the live, is scan a QR code right there. And it takes you to our Linktree link. And then it says Sandy's Amazon storefront. And
Mhm.
click on that, and you can see what she's loving, especially the juicer, because I'm telling you, juicing is boring. So I'm with Eric on that it is boring.
Yep.
Yeah, he was
Why
like, that
not
sounds boring.
It
just
is.
do the easiest way? And you
Yeah.
can just do tons of it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, and when when that juice is coming out, you're using none or just a tiny bit of sugar. Because sometimes some of the fruits, if you sprinkle a little sugar, it just activates it a little bit more to be
Uh-huh.
faster. But you don't have to add any sugar in there.
okay.
And
Okay.
I
Ooh,
bought
it
one in
sounds
Wyoming
wonderful.
years, and then I got down here, and my dad knew that I steamed my
Mhm.
fruit all the time. And for Christmas one year down here, he bought me a steam juicer.
Oh, how
That's
nice.
so
So I have
cool.
them both places.
That's great.
I
You know,
love
we could
that.
really use that. We could really use that because we're not doing
Mm.
the added sugar. That's just the
Mhm.
natural sugar here.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
gosh, I bet that would be delicious. And we just ran out of my
Fabulous.
homemade applesauce. So that you could use that pulp for whatever you want, right?
Right. And I've used it for applesauce. That's exactly
There
what
it
I'm
is.
talking about.
There we go.
Ooh,
So it's
big.
under. So when you go to Sandy's page, her like Amazon favorite, you got to go to her kitchen and not her kitchen and bath. Yeah, her kitchen and bath items. No, actually, you got to go to canning for success items. So
Yeah.
it's in the canning section.
Ooh.
Don't go to the kitchen. Go
Ooh.
to the canning stuff. That's where you're gonna find it.
That sounds like, see, I like that because when I was on the old farm, we had plum trees, and it is
Mhm.
so complicated to not get the pit in there, but cut it off, and then you're losing some of the meat. When you could really just put all of that in there, I
Just
mean,
throw it in there.
and to make the jelly, I mean, it will be in my Amazon cart.
Yeah. When I
before the-
made my
Ann Philbeck has a question.
oh, does she?
She says, "Can I take frozen fruit and do that?"
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Because when you freeze your fruit,
Mhm.
it literally breaks down the cellular wall, and so it gives a better flavor. So a lot of times I just throw my fruit in the freezer,
Mhm.
and then when I'm ready to make jellies or whatever, I just take it out. because you will get more intense flavor because of that cellular breakdown of the walls.
Yeah.
You actually told us that one time on one of our episodes, because I remember I was low key freaking out that I had to go, but I had plums on my tree. This was like 2 years ago, and I was really upset that I had to leave. I had to leave the farm, and I knew that I was never going to have time, and these plums were going to go bad. And I was like, "What do I do?" And you were like, "Just pick them and freeze them, and then you can make plum jelly or whatever you want to do." And they're still sitting in my freezer. And now that I'm thinking about it, like there's still a bag of them in my freezer, because I was like, I guess
time to make jelly.
I know, but that's going to come in handy too for people that do grape jelly, because I've made grape jelly, and I mean that's a process. I put it in my big stock pot, and then I have to hand smash in a regular mesh strainer, and I push them down, and then I let the juice separate from the pulp in my big jar overnight in the fridge. And then I take the juice away from the pulp. That's a lot. That's a process. But this would do it for me.
Yeah. Now I never let leaves, like grape leaves in my steamer, but I leave the stems on there. I just throw it all in there.
I do the stems anyway in my pot too. But yeah, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
How easy would it be? Because I remember when I tried my hand at making homemade wine, what I did was a lot of work, to where this sounds like I could just put the grapes in there, let it steam, and then I have the juice to start.
Yeah.
Oh, see, my credit card's not going to thank you, Sandy, but I thank you.
They're not really that bad when you figure out how much time it saves you, and they last for years and years and years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, like I said, I'm going to die owing Amazon anyway, so it's all good. Lots of strawberries and blueberries in our freezer. Yeah, you can do that.
Yes, that's the good stuff.
You can make tropical fruit punch. Like you can make your own like fruit punches if you mix all some vegetables. Mix your fruit. Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing.
You could literally put carrots in there, celery in there. You could put any vegetable in there, and it'll steam them too.
You can make your own V8, Miss Ann.
I love V8.
Yeah.
I had a feeling.
I really do. I do like V8. Is that weird? Is that weird? Who among you loves V8?
I just thought that was right up your alley.
It is.
That you're trading in your Coca-Colas for V8 lately.
I am. I do. I love V8.
And now you can have it sugar-free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can have it homemade.
Oh, yeah.
Always better. Yeah. Always better. Oh, my gosh. That sounds fabulous. Where in the world will I put it?
Well, I was just about to say that.
I just have to hang it from the ceiling or something. Put it over my bed. I don't know.
I'm going to be telling my kids that might be a real good Mother's Day gift, and I'll be having to wait till May, but I'm going to be putting a little bug in someone's ear. That's for sure.
And Penny says she makes all her V juice with hers. That sounds great. That sounds great. Oh, for your hamburger soup. Mm-hmm.
I love
Ginger. Ginger's going to have to make a video on that and share that video.
Right?
Make spicy V8. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mortel might like that. He loves spicy foods.
Yeah, and that'll give him something different, because when your palate is changed so dramatically, that's going to help. That spice gives a little kick. Oh, that's great.
And I tell you what, y'all. Yeah, when you cut out carbs and sugar, it gets boring. You have to really search for new foods to have some flavor, And fruit punch moonshine. Ooh. Banana moonshine. It does look like a still. Tamara, I've seen Sandy's videos with her juicer. It looks just like a still. It really does.
Wow.
That's cool.
Kind of.
I was going to say.
What a still.
It doesn't have any
like in my mind.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, we're talking about all this food and stuff. I think that needs to lead us right into our next segment, Casey.
I think so, because what else do we need besides tons of gadgets, but ways to save? Well, you're going to have to save money on your food because you're buying all the gadgets. So I guess that kind of jumps us into my segment. So
there we go. We're going to save some money now.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Cooking with Casey. I'm Casey from Ormsby Farm, the Halfway Homestead. So last week we talked a little bit about items that I buy in bulk that I stock up my pantry with to get or aim towards having that $2 meal. Today we're going to talk about how I use them, specifically rice. I love rice. It's a really simple, cheap staple to add to your meal, to bulk it up, to fill bellies, but for a lower price tag. I'm going to talk about 2 different ways that I do rice today. The brown rice we're going to do in the Instapot. It's going to be literally 20-minute Instapot brown rice, because we all know brown rice takes a lot longer. And then we're going to freeze them in pucks. And I'll show a little video overlay here. Freeze them in pucks so that they're easier to rehydrate or re-thaw or recook when you're ready to have it. So you're not waiting the hour, 20 minutes to an hour for brown rice to be done. But also we're going to talk about white rice as well. I'm going to freeze those in a puck, but we're doing those specifically for animal upset stomachs. So let's go ahead and jump in quickly. I'm going to turn the phone around and we're going to show you how I quickly, like this, like within 3 minutes, put in brown rice, and we'll have them done. We'll put them in the pucks, we'll put them in the freezers, and I'll show you how easy it is to pull it out to reheat. So let's go ahead, let's flip you around. Whew. So when I get bulk rice, one thing that I like to do is I like to put it in the freezer for 24 hours. That kills any bugs or any eggs that are in there. And then I'm going to put it in a storage container like this with my Gamma lid. Slide for easy access, and it's going to last up long time. So I probably am not going to get my face in it, y'all, so just bear with me. So what I like to do is I like to do a 2 cup of brown rice to 2.5 cup of water. I like to then put in 2 tablespoons of butter and seasoning, and then we're going to put it straight into this Instapot. So I'm going to pull you over so you can see all of the brown rice. We're going to put it straight in there, and we're going to get it going, because we're going to put it on high for 20 minutes, which really is about 50 minutes once you see the pressure come up and the pressure come out, because we want to let that do all that naturally. So let me go ahead, flip you over so you can see inside of the Instapot, and then we're going to get going. So I got 1 cup, I got 2 cups, 1 cup, 2 cups, half a cup, butter, salt, garlic. I'm measuring with my heart, onion. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the top on right here. We're going to start, we're going to say hi. Pressure cook. We're doing it for 20 minutes. And we're going to say start. We're going to let it come up. We're going to let it cook for the 20 minutes. And we're going to let it come down naturally. When there's no more pressure in it, you're able to open it up, fluff it up, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to put it in the pucks. All right, so once it's all done, we're going to put them into these molds. I got them right here. I have the brown rice in this mold filled all the way to the top. It's about a cup that we're freezing. I have 2 of my white rice that I've mixed with soy sauce. And then I have 4 of the half ones. Those are meant for animals when they have messed up stomachs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze it 24 hours in a freezer, just flash freezing it. And they're going to pop out so beautifully. Here, I'm going to show you one that I already have done. And again, they freeze so beautifully into this little puck right here, y'all see? Now, when you're going to reheat that or bring it back up to eat it, you're going to put it in a microwavable container. You're going to put a tablespoon of water. You're going to do it for 3 minutes. Mix it around. It's going to fluff the rice back up. It's going to be delicious. I hope you go ahead and try it. If you do, leave a comment in any of these, in the live and the Cooking with Casey. Tell me what you think. I will see y'all on the next Cooking with Casey next week on Hey Belle and Friends. Back to the show.
Yay! Okay.
I'm telling you, that's one of the things that I love is my little, I think they're supposed to be muffin silicone pans, but I don't ever use them for muffins. I use them for rice pucks. If I cook too much, let's say chili, and I don't want to can it, or goulash, I freeze in these pucks, because then they're like single serve. You just pop them out, you reheat, and then you have like a frozen dinner ready to go. So that's my little tip for getting you the brown rice, because brown rice takes forever. It is obnoxiously difficult to cook brown rice on the stove. So
That's it. That was perfect. It was wonderful. Penny
was
says,
really good.
sounds good, nice and easy. And then
Yes.
great job. That's awesome, Casey. If you want to use it for extract the oil from your herbs, flowers, it works as good as copper pot
Oh.
distiller does. Oh, that's the steamer you're talking about?
Cute.
Ooh,
That's a good
ooh.
idea, Penny. Yeah.
I like that.
Have you ever done that, Sandy?
No, I haven't put herbs in there. I mean, I have put herbs with other things, but not actually just herbs.
Just like a big pile of rosemary or something.
That's a good idea. I should see what happens.
I'm just
Look
thinking
it
of like a bush, because rosemary can get
Mhm.
really bushy, and so can like oregano or even a basil. I mean, I always have basil everywhere.
There
Oh,
you
yeah.
go.
WTP, yeah.
What the
Why-
fuck?
On
Leave
that
it to
note,
Jesse, yeah.
I think we're time for us to get that spinner out. Isn't
we
it?
know we need to get that.
I
Watch
was about
your
to say,
mouth,
let's-
Bubba. Watch your
What
mouth.
the fuck?
Get on our
Let's spin a
topic here
wagon.
and get moving. What will we talk about tonight?
Okay, so Anne's counted us down. Sandy has counted us down. So now we're throwing it to Monica. So,
All right.
Monica, it's all up to you.
1, 2, 3. Go. I went forward. I didn't go down. I went up.
Yeah. Candle
Candle
making.
making.
Candle making.
Zero about this.
Oh,
Well, I love candle making, so I'm excited about this topic.
This is
Do all of us make our own candles? Yeah, I do.
nothing.
I make
Let's
Crisco
do
candles.
those two.
I've never even done
I-
Crisco candles. I made zero candles.
I do. I do make Crisco candles, but that's for emergencies.
Let
I
me tell
make
you
candles.
how easy it is, Anne, especially because you are Miss Genius making all of your butters and your oils and your salves. This is
Yeah.
something super easy that you can throw together to even add in to sell at the farmer's market. I mean, it literally is super, super quick. All you
Okay.
need is your wax, the wax that you prefer. Now, Sandy, what wax do you prefer making your candles with?
Well, I have beeswax from beehives. And so that's a great option. But you can buy blocks or bags of both beeswax
Mhm.
or soy.
Yeah, I'm a
Because
soy.
there's a soy wax that makes
Mhm.
great candles too. And you can make them so simple or very complicated.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
I
can you
do
give us
have
a simple?
bags and bags of beeswax? I mean,
Me
beeswax
too.
pellets.
Yeah,
Me
the
too.
beeswax, there'll be those little pellets
Yeah, that's what I
that
have.
work so good to make a candle.
Okay.
Okay, how do we do it? Tell me what to do.
Yeah.
Well, some people say that if you put them put it in the freezer for some reason, after you've made the candles and then before you light them, they will last longer.
Yes.
Okay.
Really?
I have noticed that.
Wonder why.
It's probably some kind of chemical reaction thing with the cold. It probably changes molecules a little bit. Science is complicated and fun. So
It is fun. It is fun.
Okay. So what do I
Okay,
do?
so
I have a
what
big
do I
bag
need?
of beeswax. What do I do?
Well,
Earwax. No,
you-
thanks.
Casey, you want to take this or you want me?
I was about to say, it really is simple enough as melting the wax. So step one, you need to melt.
Double
Jesse's
broiler.
wanting to know if we can use earwax.
Oh,
That's a no-go, right?
Ugh.
no.
I
Jesse,
wouldn't want to
you
burn
are-
earwax in my house. He is on it tonight, isn't he?
He is.
All right. So we have some sort of wax.
Okay, we're gonna melt it.
Yeah, but not. You have to put it in a double boiler or
Mhm.
have a pan on top of a pan so there's water in between, and that's what's heating it.
Right.
Some things are flammable, depending on what you're using for your actual candles. So you just
Okay.
want to be safe.
Oh,
wish
that's
I got a really cool double boiler. Like I'm looking at it. Can I grab that so I can show
Yes.
you? I mean, real quick.
this should be on her Amazon storefront
It
when she gets
It
one.
should be when we get her to get one.
When she gets one, it's gonna be there.
And really, I mean, I bulk buy soy wax. I'm a soy wax kind of person, so I buy it in bulk. They have the 10-pound boxes on the Amazon. Yes.
Ooh,
Mhm.
And see this little one, I have a bigger one, but the little one, it pours so easily
It looks like
and
it's
then
so easy to clean
it
too.
cleans out like, I mean, a paper towel, you know.
Okay, note to self, Anne.
Mhm.
A lot of times, especially beeswax, doesn't want to completely come out of that pan. So
Uh-huh.
I have a
Oh,
special pan that I use for my candles.
just for
Same.
can. Oh, okay.
You
Oh,
know,
I just clean it.
oh, okay, you try that, Anne.
Maybe because you put beeswax in with a lot of oils and
I
stuff.
do. I put it
It's
in with oils
easier.
and things.
I
So I
do
haven't
too. When I
had
make
just beeswax. And you're right. It is a pain because it
Yeah.
sticks, it cools and it's
Coats.
all in there, coats it. Mhm.
See, I like having just my little set of equipment for my candle making. I do the same when I do soap. I have it that is
Yeah.
just for my soap.
Right.
Because I mean, if you're going to use it a lot, you get the money back from buying it just for that. Because soy wax is the same kind of way as beeswax. It's really a pain in the you know what to get out of the double boiler or the pitcher, whatever you use to pour the wax. So that is my wax candle making pitcher only.
I clean that out when it's hot, but you're
Oh,
right. it
Yeah,
does
I
go in
have
there.
a metal container that I do my double boiler into, and I do a lot of like I'll do the lip balms and the different stuff, and I gotta wipe it out when it's real warm.
Like you don't want to double boil your candle stuff in there and then use it the same, week as like when you're double boiling some chocolate. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't do my
Probably
chocolate.
wouldn't taste that great.
Food is different than body stuff. So for me, okay.
I got us off track. I'm so sorry. So we get
No,
Okay, so you got a
soy
double
wax.
boiler and you're
Mhm.
melting your wax. So what do we do now?
Well, you need a wick.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay,
you
I
need,
have some
yeah, you need
wicks.
a wick and a candle. Now, a lot of times you can buy the wick and it has a little silver thing on the bottom. It's a little disc.
You have a
Mhm.
See
disc
how
on
Anne's
yours?
showing that?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
So then I put a little teeny bit of wax. I put that on that bottom, that little silver thing that Anne has on the bottom. Put it into the jar or the dish or whatever I'm doing to make the candles. Then I pour the wax in. Now,
So
it
your wick, this bottom is stuck on the bottom. Because see, that's where I
right,
have a problem.
right. So if you put a
Okay.
little teeny bit of wax, just let it just a minute.
Let's
Mhm.
It
sit
will
and
harden on
harden.
there,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you can pour it in. Now, depending on what you're using and the mixture, sometimes when it starts to cool, it kind of sinks down. So you might have to add a little bit more. Do you ever have that happen with the soy,
Yes.
Casey?
Mhm.
And so you just add a little bit more. So you and then it's just a matter of cooling.
Yeah.
No, when you melt the wax, some people will add scents to it,
Yeah.
so it has a smell.
Good
It depends on
Illinois.
what you want to do with your candle. Is it for when your power is out? You don't really need a scent. If
Yeah.
you want it to decorate your home or to give as a gift, you may want a scent. Though there is some research that says that you should never buy a candle with a scent anymore. It does some chemical things in your air. But that's a choice you're going to make yourself.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter-in-law gets headaches whenever she comes in our house. If we've had a candle lit within like an hour, and we'll blow it out if we know she's coming. No joke. Girlfriend walks in and she's like, and we're like, we blew that out like an hour ago. She cannot deal with it. And I know Miss Ann's really sensitive too. Is there natural or very mild scents that you could put in there? Or is it just better to have nothing?
There's a YouTube video. It's actually a podcast by Diary of a CEO. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the second largest YouTuber like in the world. He has an episode on why not to have scents in your candle.
Got it.
And the scientist that's on there is real interesting. And so if you wanted to do more research, I would look at that and see what you decide. Is that okay for me or not okay for me?
But you don't need like paraffin and all kinds of stuff. You just melt the wax and put a wick in it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then throw it in the freezer before you're going to light it. It'll
And
last.
there's
It'll
different
burn
molds. Well, there's different molds and stuff too. Like when I was selling at a farmer's market, I did it in my amber glass jars. I had the little tins, but I've also used the rope of the wicks and I've dipped to make tapers. And that's probably the most fun is when you take like a horseshoe kind of effect of wicks and you're going to slowly dip it in, pull it up and let it cool. It's going to harden for a minute. And then you keep dipping until you have that taper candle. That's basically what they did back in the 1800s for their candles.
Cool.
Um,
That's cool.
It's just really fun. Now, I don't put scents in those type of candles, but I will add some good, smell good in my jar ones. But I have heard it too that it's not really good for you to do.
I've had those ones from your jars, and they're really good. They're really good.
So Penny says, "Could I melt the wax in a crock pot, then pour into the molds?" I'm just curious.
Well, you could, but Penny, just don't use that crock pot for other things.
Yeah.
Just say, because a lot of times we have extra crock pots just sitting around. It can melt in that.
Yeah, you could go save one from a thrift store and have it just for your candles or soaps or whatever.
I did that for my beard bombs. I had just a crock pot that was literally just for that.
Okay.
And Jesse's posted that video over on the side.
Cool.
Thank you, Jessie.
Cool. See, y'all are going to think I knew what our subject was, but I did not know what our subject was going to be. I just have these things sticking around because I make Crisco candles. So I had a wick and a straw. And so that's what I do is I put the wick in the straw because I'm too lazy to melt the Crisco. I just stuff a jar full of Crisco.
You just shove it down in there.
And then I shove it down in there with a straw. You twist the straw a little bit, pull it out, and then you don't have to melt anything and it's ready. You just clip off the wick. And that's pretty cool. You could probably do that in your candles with the soft wax, maybe. You'd still have to melt it. What would be the point of doing the straw? I don't know. Anyway, it sounds wonderful.
Do you know if there's a difference in burn time between the soy and the beeswax?
Well, there's lots of factors. Not all soy wax is created
equally.
There is some really good, and you can do reviews, and it'll probably cost you a little bit more money, not a lot of more money. You're better off, if you're going to do the soy, to buy a better brand. And there's reviews. You just Google it, and they will give you reviews on that. And then the moisture in your beeswax can make a difference too. But
I found that.
They're all great options.
Right.
Both of those are great options.
Okay. Do you find that yellow is different than white in the beeswax pellets? I have found that the yellow beeswax pellets in my salves and things that I'm making melts better and stays melted when I add it to the oils and things like that. The white beeswax pellets seems to congeal real quick and leaves little lumps of beeswax pellets.
Think of bees in a hive. It's not actually white. So they had to do some process to make those pellets white. So anytime that process happens, you're not getting it. It's harder to melt the blocks, but a lot of times that's a better beeswax.
And they're probably more pure, right? I mean, that's going to be like a more pure quality beeswax because that's more what it looks like when
and sometimes if you know a beekeeper, they'll sell you a block of wax.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine send me a block of wax, and I shaved it down when I was making beeswax wraps for my girls for the holidays, and I was shaving off the chunks, and this wax is so hard. I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna get this because it's a big block, and it is. I was shaving it with my little like vegetable peeler. It was so difficult.
It just shows you that not all beeswax, just like soy, is not created equal.
That's crazy.
And I mean, price wise, I would say that the soy maybe would be a little bit cheaper than getting the beeswax. I know I usually, with a good solid soy wax that I get in bulk, my candles that I do, my little small 4-ounce candles, I usually can make with everything included for about 11 cents.
Oh,
So, because I was crazy enough to have to sit down and do the math before I started selling them.
good for you. And the jars included or just
Jars
the
included.
Wow.
So, but I mean, if you get like, if you go the taper route, or what's the other one that is not the taper, but it's the hard one. It's not in a jar. It's just like a tall, not a tea light.
The big ones?
Well,
The
well,
pillar.
you can
The pillar.
because there's molds
Molds.
that you can
Got it.
buy, so you can do all
Right.
kinds of shapes. I mean,
That's great.
Brian at Castle Hives, he's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I have some of his candles that it's his beeswax, but he put them in molds so they're shapes.
That's
And
so cool.
the other thing is, in a beehive, you can buy just the wax foundations that are
Mhm.
pure wax, and people take the wick and just roll it. They get it a little warm and they roll it up, and that becomes their tapered candle.
That's cool. Look at that.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold the
Oh.
shape.
And molds are cheap.
Molds they're so very cheap. And I'm telling you, while we're sitting and we're dreaming of gardening, in the winter months, that's the best time to spend an afternoon stocking up some candles for your homestead.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get like a 10-pound box of the soy wax, which I usually can get that for about $30, that makes so many candles. I mean, you could sit and have about 50, 60 candles made, whether you do it in a mold or in a tin or in a glass jar, in an afternoon. So you're stocked up on candles. I mean,
I'm
it's
so excited. I'm trying this. My kids and I are doing this for school. We're making this a
because-
school project.
How many times you throw a glass jar away because you go, oh, I can't really can with that, and I don't really need it right now, so I'm going to throw it away. You can save those jars. You can even save the lid so that once it's made and cooled, you can just put that lid on it, put it on your pantry shelf.
Well, I was going to ask you about that too, because I've had candles that I've gotten from people at craft shows, vendor events, things like that. And I have burned the candle. And when the candle gets down about halfway, that jar gets so hot, you cannot touch it. You cannot go near it. It is hot. And I have stopped. I'm like, I won't burn past the halfway mark. So now I feel like I'm wasting half of that whole candle because once it gets down into the jar, I mean, I've had jars that are this deep. I get halfway down and I'm like, I'm not even going to go near that jar. I'm afraid it's going to shatter because
Some
can you use
jars
any
are not
jar?
tempered glass. They're not
Yes.
tempered to be strong like that. But honestly, Monica, I have used so many little different kind of jars.
Okay.
I've
So
used
That's what I've
coffee
always been
mugs
scared
too.
of.
I'm
Do-
sorry, Casey.
I would just say I used coffee mugs before to make.
Uh-huh.
If there's like a little small chip in a coffee mug, and you're like, okay, do I give it to Goodwill? Do I throw it away? No, make a candle and put it in it.
Oh,
Now, when you've got your candle done, it's all cooled. You got this long wick coming out. Well,
Yeah.
you don't want to just light that top of that. You want to trim that wick. I think it's maybe 1/4 of an inch,
Mhm.
1/8 of an inch. It burns better when it's not such a long wick,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
and that can make a difference on how your candle burns. If you start it off right, it's
Mhm.
better. You can literally use these little skinny pieces of wood that are candle wicks. You can buy them, and
Yeah.
if you're making a fatter candle, sometimes they'll put 3 of them in the center.
yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited now because I'm thinking maybe I take some of these, we have a lot of mugs. We go through our mugs and we have to get rid of them. We be trying to give them to people.
Yeah.
So, but there's mugs too that are like special mugs that no one wants to get rid of because it's been there. I could make it into a candle mug.
Mhm.
You could.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, there's a lot of ideas. You got to stop and give a moment to think about it. And I think while we're thinking about it, I think Anne has something to say as we're right in the middle of our topic. But don't go anywhere because we'll come back and we're going to talk more about the candles.
Reach.
Hello, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for taking a minute with me from
Hey, Bill and friends, to talk about Anne's angle. You know, I was thinking, I was reading some things and I ran across a saying that said, people need your kindness more than they need your opinion. Oh, that kind of hit me right in the face there just a little bit because, you know, we're fixers, right? We want to fix everything. We want to help people and help them fix themselves. But sometimes all they need is a tender, loving heart to be able to listen to speak with. So I got a little challenge for you. The next time somebody comes with you or around you and they're humming and hawing and saying how bad this is or how sad or what's wrong in their life, instead of trying to give them your opinion on what they should do to fix it, how about you just listen with kindness? Because kindness always wins. Thank you so much for being here on Anne's Angle. Now, let's get back to Hey Bill and Friends.
That was so good.
That was
Thank
good.
you.
That's a good perspective to have.
It is. It's hard for us not to give people advice and say what they should do when we need to look at ourselves of what we need to do about ourselves.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my gosh. I realized I had just done a whole bunch of herbs and oils and things, and my camera lens was a little fuzzy. So
We're just going to call it a filter.
it's all natural filter, y'all. It's
It's
beeswax and oil
Yeah.
that was on that camera.
Yeah, that's
my
the work.
goodness.
That's the working filter.
Yeah,
Okay,
listen
so I have a
to
question for you. If you're going to give, maybe we can talk about this part of the candles, right? So you've got your candles, you've got them done. How long does it take to dry, like to cool? Is it cool usually fast, or am I gonna have to sit there and hold it?
Oh, no, you don't have to hold. Well, this is what I usually do. Okay, so the wick is longer. I usually twist it around a pencil and I just make the pencil go across the lip of the container that I'm using.
Does it twist and bend like that? Like it's
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I'm not gonna wreck it up.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And
See, I'm a little bougier, and so there are the little things that you can stick your wick through. It's a metal piece that you can lay on the top, and it holds it into place.
Okay,
Um,
so it will just
but-
wrap around.
The wraparound pencil is an amazing method.
Because I'm thinking if I'm already going to buy jars, because I'm thinking, okay, I can buy like pretty jars, spend a little money on the jars, make some pretty jars, and then label them, make it just be plain old beeswax, put some pretty labels on there, and the kids can help me make these for grandmother, aunts, and some beautiful little Mother's Day gifts or some fancy gifts, and people that are special to us. Maybe even Easter, we can give some gifts of just some candles and ways to be prepared, because it's always important,
That's
especially
right.
this time of year. We literally, y'all, it was like 80 degrees today in Texas. Okay.
Mhm.
That means storms are is what that means. It
That
means
sounds
that we're
like
going to have
that.
a stormy spring. So candles are a big deal for me. And I'm thinking, well, why not make a bunch of candles and hand them out to the people that might need them? So
Yeah.
and we, as homesteaders, we almost always have canning jars. Now we know canning jars will, especially like the little jelly jars or the fat squatty ones, they're heat tempered, so they
Okay.
can withstand heat.
Mhm.
It's when you get a really tall jar that's thin that when Monica gets it halfway down, there's just so much heat getting trapped
Yeah.
on those walls where there's no wax, where if it was a shorter jar or wider, it wouldn't happen.
Right.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I will take the kids out. We'll go thrift some canning jars, because I'm sure they're going to be around, or some older jars, maybe even some old candle jars that are out there. And, people put those candles that are like halfway gone and they'll take them. You can clean those out, right? Can
I
I
was
just heat them
about
up?
to say, that's
Heat
the
'em up and clean
easiest
'em out?
thing. Double boil those.
Okay, so I can like double boil those. Can I put
What do you
them in
mean
a
by double
pot?
boil?
Can I just put them in a pot with a towel down and boil the water and heat it up?
You really want to use your double broiler though.
Yeah,
You
just
you want a pot with a pot inside.
and then
put
put it
candles
right in the
inside.
jar right on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
then
what
let
will
it melt. And then dump it out. Whatever you have. I
Yeah.
like to even save some of that wax and pour it into a different jar to add into wax, whatever it is.
Okay.
Now, if it's like a really cheap candle that I know that the scent is probably not healthy, that
Yeah.
I'll toss and throw away.
Yeah.
But then wipe out, as Miss Ann said, while it's still hot, you can wipe out the inside of that jar, and then you can reuse that with your wax that you're melting, your scents, a new wick, and then you've just repurposed and you don't have to buy another
Uh-oh.
can, that kind of
Oh,
stuff.
he's
Yeah.
His internet
I'm-
scooted out there just
There you
My
are.
internet's deciding it wants to. It heard Monica say storm, and it decided to run for the wolves. So
Okay, so Il Canirum said if they're not scented candles, you could remelt the wax and reuse it. Auntie
Yep.
Jan, I think Miss Ann, we need to go to Auntie Jan's place. We just
Yeah,
need to
we
hit
do.
the road, start going to her place. She's got hundreds of empty candle jars. We
We
just need to
do.
go visit her.
Yep.
Just come give her some love and then leave the house with plenty of candle jars empty. Warm the old candle jar slowly, then melt the wax. Okay. Are there any other tips? Do y'all have any other tips, whether it's Andy and Casey or anybody in the chat? Do you have tips for things you do when you're making candles? Because with Ann and I being newbies,
Yeah.
so excited. I'm going to try this. My kids are doing this.
I think that's great. I mean, I don't put scents in mine. Every now and again, I will put a very light dose of peppermint
Yeah.
in some things because that's not something that I'm allergic to. But if I walk in someone's home that like yours that has had candles or those plug-ins or any of those things, it's in the carpet, it's in the furniture, it's in the curtains. So, and then my poor daughter-in-law loves, and my son, they love all that scented stuff. And every time they know I'm coming, they throw everything in the bottom drawer in the kitchen. They're unplugging all over the house, trying to get it out for me. But oh my gosh, the drawer,
Are we here?
The drawer just reeks.
Are we on? Is that
Yeah.
Miss Ann? Am I frozen?
No, you're
Nope,
not.
frozen, just Casey.
Okay.
oh,
there
now
we
it's
go.
me.
Everything was spiraling, and I'm like, what's happening? Everybody's
We're
Who knows?
spiraling.
it was like a little like spiral
Go
of
with
doom. And I was
citrus.
like,
Okay, lemon is her favorite.
Oh,
Ms. Dallas's
that's
favorite. Oh, we are going to have fun, Laura. She says, do it. It's so easy. You can do it and it's fun.
Now, Anne, are you okay with like the eucalyptus smell scent? No. Oh, bummer. I was about to say because some mint and eucalyptus, great kind of like Vicks candle.
I really like the scent, but it gives me a terrible headache. My face puffs up. I
Dang.
start sneezing and snorting, and then I get a cold, and then it turns into terrible things. So, all kinds of infections. But you
Yeah.
love to grip. Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
so
what-
smart. I love that.
One year, it was winter. It was
I love that.
blistering cold outside, and I did like 2 days of making candles.
Wait,
And then
what's
I have
ew?
boxes in my one closet. So if the lights would ever go out, I have candles that would last me for days or weeks. Or
That's
know.
awesome.
yeah, I mean, they don't go bad.
Right.
You know, they're always going to be there for you.
Yes.
How fun.
I'm telling you, it's the best. We talk all the time on this podcast about stocking up your pantry with food or canned food or dried food. We've never actually really talked about the importance of stocking up for candles too.
That's right.
That's an important stock up, and
It
you
is.
can do it for cheap. And I'll say it again, it's therapeutic for me to make candles.
Mhm.
Is very therapeutic to sit, some nice calming music, and just pour candles and stock up. I love it. So
Well, I love Monica's idea that y'all had given her to go thrifting. I bet they've got some really cool teacups and coffee cups and
Yeah.
even maybe a little teapot that would be really cute, you know.
Yeah.
oh, that is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That
use
would
your
be-
imagination. You know,
Well,
it doesn't have to.
Everybody's getting candles made from coffee with coffee cup candles for like holidays. My dad's gonna get I'm gonna go thrift store and find a world's best dad or something like the greatest pop, and I'm gonna get like make him a candle that he can just burn from a cup because he don't need to drink more coffee.
That's
He can
right.
burn a candle with the coffee cup. So I'm gonna help him out.
There we go. Get special coffee cups. Uh-oh. Someone has failed to post. Our internet is doing something weird. So
Well,
everybody
somebody
did.
did say a while back, is anybody having issues with YouTube? Did anybody else see that comment?
Bob did. What about Bob and Lori
right.
are in here? And Bob did say he was having issues with YouTube. And I've seen other streamers having trouble with StreamYard as well. So maybe
Yeah.
there's some solar flares or something.
Would it come out? Would it smell like coffee?
It would smell like coffee.
It would smell
Wait.
like coffee.
Okay, wait. How do I get a candle that smells like? Do I use coffee beans or can I use coffee grounds?
I tried coffee grounds and it didn't work that well. It just made the wax like a brownish color. It wasn't very pretty.
But if you put coffee
Oh.
beans in it, won't there be like chunks of coffee in it? Coffee beans?
Well, yeah. At the end, you'd have all those out in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
But it's gonna make it smell like the wax all throughout.
I think as it burns.
As it burns. Yeah.
Or do I put the coffee beans in when I'm melting the wax?
That's an idea.
I don't know.
Now, how do you do the coffee beans? Because I could handle the coffee smell. Lord, I
See?
drink that stuff all day long.
So you
So,
just melt the wax and then dump the beans in?
you'll do, when I do like different colors, when I'm trying to be fancy, you'll do like a third of wax and let it cool. Sprinkle some coffee beans, then pour another third, let it cool, coffee beans, third, coolish coffee beans. Then you have the coffee beans all throughout. So maybe
And
like,
it's like layered.
Oh, cool.
kind of like how you do when you color candles, or same thing with soap to make different layers of the soap. So
But we don't know about that either. Well, Miss Ann might know about the soap thing. I don't know about the
No,
soap
I
thing.
don't know. I don't know how to make soap. I mean, I have made soap. I've made Sandy's soap. She has a video that I've played at
Yeah.
least 50 times easy. And I keep starting it and stopping it, and I make our own shampoo bars from her. And,
Oh, yeah, that's a good video.
and they actually are cheap. I bought many of them, and I haven't made any in a while. Laura, well, see, now we're revamping your ideas to make some candles. That'll be
Can
fun.
I put
we're going
can
to
I
be
put
blowing
vanilla-
Monica's mind over here.
Can I put vanilla paste in it when I'm doing vanilla? Like, can I put like 1/3 of wax and then put coffee beans and like vanilla paste?
I'd put vanilla beans in there.
Vanilla beans. Wait,
Yeah.
just like chunk them, like cut them?
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah, I'd slice them so that exposes more of the seeds, and then
Yeah.
chop them. I'd put them in there.
You chop them.
Well, because you're in a candle, so it's too
Yeah.
small to have a whole
Yeah.
bean in there.
So you want to
I could do vanilla bean. That would
vanilla and coffee?
I know. It's like a warm hug.
Oh my gosh. I don't like fake scented vanilla anything. Like when people are all like they get like vanilla hand soaps and vanilla. I'm like, no, that smells weird. I like vanilla.
Like
I
real.
don't be liking me no vanilla fake stuff like that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm bougie. It just smells weird. It doesn't smell like vanilla. It smells like something ick.
You could put fruit like orange peels, ilk and Aaron.
I've done that. I've done the orange peels.
How do you circle, get fancy and circle the orange? Do you slice it in quarters and then cut strips of it? How do you put the peel in there?
No, see, I only do the peel, and I do like if I cut a slice, then I take the peel off. That's my old school bartending skills. When I used to do the bartending, you take just the peel off, and then I wait to put that at the very top. So I wait till it's almost hard, and then you can like swirl it, do little pretty decorations on the top of the peel, and it will smell like the fruit, not an overwhelming
Right.
smell. You're going to get a hint of it, but it's not going to be like the cheap stuff that you buy at Walmart that you're like, ooh, I smell that lemon. You'll smell a little bit, but it's a great way to make it pretty. And people would think that you have like training on cooking candles.
We did. It was called Hay Bale and Friends.
Bam.
That's right.
And you got a lot of suggestions, and especially you got suggestions from Sandy. And
Yeah.
now, listen, you are taking Sandy's suggestions for candling, but Sandy also has some amazing suggestions on gardening. You like how I transitioned
good.
that one right there?
Good segue. Yeah.
I turned this car all the way around, like you turned. But here we go with Sandy's suggestions for the week.
Brassicas are a fabulous thing to grow in your garden. So broccolis, cauliflowers, cabbage, kohlrabi, things like that. So today I'm harvesting broccoli. And you can see the head is big and full. It's just starting to pull apart. That's when I like to do it. I don't want any of the flowers. But when I cut it, I also let the plant stay there, because see, it's going to start making some more broccolis for me. And also remember, you can eat these leaves. Saute them, put them in stir fries, put them in soups. Same with cabbages, cauliflower leaves. Use the whole plant. So I have broccolis at different stages so that I can have this continuous flow of broccolis. And I have cabbages and cauliflowers at different places so that I can just really enjoy all of the different brassicas. This year in your garden, plant broccoli. Cut it off when it's ready. Use it again. Use the leaves. This is Sandy with Sandy's Suggestions. Make the most out of your garden this year.
I
love
love it.
We use all of our
Yes.
leaves, our cabbage, our broccoli, our collards. We take all of those and we crunch them up with like kale and salad, and we make big chopped salads, because why not? They're already there.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
smart.
And my chickens love broccoli leaves. I tried broccoli this year. I think I put it in either too late or who knows what I did. But the leaves looked beautiful. So I gave them to the chickens and they were like, hey, appreciate you a lot. It's really delicious.
Thanks, buddy.
That's cool. All right.
love
So we're getting close to the end. We got a little giveaway thingy, and then we have some extra specials towards the end.
We do. And we're doing another Amazon gift card, y'all. But before we go, just remember our QR code right on this side of the screen. You can always scan that and head over to our Amazon storefronts, because we've talked about a lot of different things tonight that you may be thinking, oh, I really want to get it. More than likely it's on the Amazon, and more than likely it's on one of our storefronts. I know the candle equipment is on my storefront. If you head over, I have all the different little starter kits of candle making. But we hope you try starting candles, because it is a fun hobby. And what better way to give away but an Amazon gift card, so that if you want to, you can go ahead and try it out. So let's go ahead. Now, you can do it from anybody's live, but we would love if you came over to Hay Bale and Friends Live and typed it in there, but type in #candles, and we're going to do a giveaway.
Hashtag candles.
#candles.
Yep. And I don't see the chat
Anyone?
yet.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Okay. Hashtag candles. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. There we go. Yeah, Monica
Monica did that.
is frozen, but
Oh,
Monica,
now she's fine.
you can we can always hear you, but your face is a little fuzzy occasionally. So it's gonna be you're gonna be
See, now
fine.
StreamYard's trying to be funny, because it's like, oh, Monica's face is right up there. Let's go ahead and make it clear so we can see it now.
My watch is doing weird things. It's checking my blood pressure and my blood flow and all that stuff.
My phone is acting crazy as we're on live. I'm like sitting here, like looking down, like, what in the earthly clue is doing it? But #candles, y'all. #candles. We have a lot of folks in here, y'all. So put it in there to get a chance to win our gift card. Y'all know we do this giveaway every single Tuesday night.
Yes.
So we hope and we would love if you would share it to like-minded people to come in and join us every single Tuesday, because we have fun talking about these different topics that
I think they're popping over to Round the Hay Bale. It's taking them a second.
Probably, yes, and we appreciate.
Casey, can you answer my question above, or anyone else?
Yes, let me find your question above. Hold on, let me see.
Where is that question?
How can I keep my broccoli from making flowers before I even get a head of broccoli?
Hold on.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's your question.
Yeah, that was her question.
Sometimes it's just a matter of temperature and weather that year. If you all of a sudden have too much warmth, the broccoli will want to make its flowers. It's starting to bolt itself. So you need to cool your soil down. So sometimes just adding a layer of straw or mulch or something around the base of your broccolis will cool that soil down, which then the roots think, oh, I don't need to hurry and make flowers yet. Sometimes if you can block the sun for the hottest part of the day, that can help that.
Oh,
can you cover the head with its leaves? Like
you do with cauliflower?
Yeah, like a cauliflower?
You could, because but sometimes they're not as, a cauliflower is very foldable with its leaves, where a broccoli sometimes is more straight out and it's not as easy, and you'd probably break some of those leaves. So sometimes just shading it a little bit or putting the mulch around the base.
Jeannie, I don't know how to tell, but you're fine however you are. Just type in #candles, sugar, and then we'll be fine. We've got 15 entries for an Amazon gift card, $10 Amazon gift card, y'all. We need to get that going. Let's get ready. We'll wait just a minute or two, and let's see, can we get one more person? Type in #candles.
We're like all staring at the entries. Like,
this is the first time I've been able to see the numbers. Normally, I can't see how many people have entered. It's amazing. Okay, Jeannie, you're on Andale's channel. Okay, it's fine. It works. It still works.
Oh, there we go. We got our 16.
Okay, yay. All right, Monica, you're the countdown gal.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Hit it.
Who gets it? Who needs it? Who wants it? It's going to be fun. We love giveaways. Who? Ah, Ginger. Yay!
Very cool.
Ginger, we do have your email, but if you would like, please email roundthehaybale@gmail.com. Or look, can I do my radio voice?
Yes.
All winners, please email your name, your channel name, and your mailing address, which we don't need your mailing address, just your email, to roundthehaybale@gmail.com.
Y'all, I think we need to have Ann do a commercial for that.
I know.
And just play it every single time.
Yes.
We do that. Don't forget to go to Jesse and Lisa Lazy Days Ahead. They're one of our wonderful mods, and they do have a giveaway, and they do have that recorded for theirs. They play it.
Oh, we need that soundbite for sure.
We do. I'm gonna pull it. Now. Once we're done with the live, it's gonna be my ringtone. Actually,
done.
That's my radio voice. It's crazy.
Well,
okay.
We are so thrilled that everyone has come in tonight. We are just having so much fun. I know we keep saying that. We are just having so much fun with y'all for the longer extended period of time. Yeah. Make sure before we end this that y'all come and see us next Tuesday, because the fun is going to continue next Tuesday. We do it live every single Tuesday. If you haven't, and you're like, I really like them, I want to see more of them, all of our little segments come out throughout the week. So definitely stay tuned on our channel. So subscribe to Round the Hay Bale Hey Belle and Friends YouTube channel. And you'll see the videos come out, and you can listen to older episodes, which is great. But Monica, do you want to kind of sign us off and talk a little? Let's have a little moment with Monica.
Let's have a
Yeah.
moment.
No.
Okay, guys, this is your moment with Monica. I have had a few days that have been a little more emotional. And I know we all get to those days where we have people that come in our lives and sometimes they leave a little more abruptly than we would like. And those times remind us that tomorrow is not promised. And so today, this Tuesday, as you go through your week, I just want to remind you that tomorrow is not promised, but we also don't want to worry about what's going to happen. Jesus talks to us in Matthew chapter 6, verse 34, and he says, "So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own." And it's one of those things that it's reminding me that even though I have lost people this week that I care so much about, it's also a reminder that I need to make sure I'm telling those people how much I care about them, but also like, don't worry about what's going to happen because I can't control it. And worrying about it doesn't add anything to my day. It doesn't do anything for me except give me anxiety or grief or just make me feel all around ick. So don't feel ick this week. Don't worry about those things that you can't change. Don't worry about those things that haven't even happened yet. Take time this week and just remember, focus on what you have in front of you, focus on the people that you love and care about, and take time to tell them how much you care about them because tomorrow is not promised. And we know that we need to number our days, that we want to present to God and to everyone around us a wonderful heart of wisdom filled with the love that he gives us. So have a wonderful week and know that if you've been here tonight, or maybe you're watching later, I'm praying for you and I care about you and we all do. And we want you to have a very blessed week. See ya. Miss Ann's on mute, and so was everyone.
Amen. Amen.
Just
Oh,
say
I'm sorry.
that we do. We love y'all, and we want to be back here. We want to see you next
We do.
Tuesday. So come
We
back,
love you all.
check us out through the week, and yeah, until we see you next week. Bye, y'all. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Good
y'all.
night.
Bye.
It's such a good closeout. Thanks, Monica. Good night.
Ann and Casey, Monica and Sammy, gather round and let's start this grand plan. Can some pickles